Hello, hi everyone. Hello everyone and welcome to Market Watch episode 28. So, like every Market Watch, we will be sharing with you weekly market insights. I will be sharing with you some of my secret sauce, something that I have been, doing. And last but not least, we are going to have Q&A. And of course, today, very happy. I think Bowen has invited me again. I am the baby investor. I hope everybody recognize me. So today, baby investor is going to share with you the strategies that I'm doing. What am I doing right now? And of course, what are some of the opportunities that are available in the market? So if you can hear me loud and clear, can you just type in baby? Can you just type in baby if you can hear me loud and clear? And let's not forget to actually hit the like button, show us some love, and also help us to share this video out so that more people can actually watch this market watch as well. More people can get to know baby investor as well. All right, let me see who is here. Yes, hello. Han Hok is here. What about the rest? We have about 53 of you watching this right now. Okay, let's push up the number. Let's have more people watching. 54. And yes, type in baby if you can hear me loud and clear. Just want to make sure that you guys are able to hear me. Yes, fantastic. Hello, Michelle. Hi, Celine. Baby, not time for milk yet. Oh, I don't drink milk. I drink beer. This baby drink beer. Yeah, but where's my beer? Okay, never mind. Yes, hello, Vincent, Agnes, Esmond. Hello. Good to see all of you. Ivan, yes, hi, all the way from Australia, Perth. Right, hopefully, the Perth government is going to open up really soon, and then we can all travel. Okay, hello, Fong, Bonnie, JQ, Albert. Yes, hello. All right, let's get started. Okay, I think we are all ready. Okay, for those of you who just came in, just a quick introduction once again. My name is Bo. No, my name is Baby Investor. And today I'm here to share with you some market insights, where the market is moving next week. And of course, last but not least, I'm going to share with you why I actually sold off my share, almost everything. Yeah, pretty much everything. I got one share, which is at a huge loss. So I'm just putting it down there. Okay, let me share with all of you the topic for today. Very exciting. Yes, and so welcome everybody to Market Watch episode 28. Right, so today Baby Investor is here. So what am I going to share with you today? Number one, why I actually sold off almost, like I would say almost 95% or 99% of my position. All right, and what is the short-term market direction that I'll be looking at? And of course, what are some of the opportunities that I am personally looking for? And last but not least, we are still going to have our Q&A. So if you have any questions, anything other than crypto, you can ask me. So sorry to disappoint all the crypto investor. If you're making good profit, right, good for you. Baby investor is happy for you. But I'm definitely the last person you should ask with regards to anything regards to crypto. So let's get started. Okay, of course, very important disclaimer. Okay, even though I'm a baby, but somehow whatever I share, people do follow. So very importantly, make sure you do your own due diligence. Whatever I share with you is purely for education purpose only. Make sure that you actually read up more. Okay, educate yourself. I think that's very important, and ultimately make your own decision. I think this is the most critical part. Okay, have your own game plan, make your own decision. Why I buy certain stocks and why you buy certain stocks could be totally different. All right, so this is also something that I will also be sharing with you. How we are looking at different time frame. Okay, different strategies. So all this is very important. Right, I just want to introduce to you my uncle. This is Uncle Investor. So Uncle Investor say, be fearful when others are greedy. So I think 2 weeks ago, I shared with you a greed, okay, fear and greed chart. And at that point of time, the greed was at 86 point. Very high, okay. So what happened? This is something, okay, this is a chart that shows the extreme fear and extreme greed. Okay, so as you can see, back in 2019, towards the end of 2019, or rather the early 2020, you can see at the point of time the greed was extremely high. Okay, and also towards the end of 2020, the greed also went above 80. Basically, we can see that the greed was above 80. And just last week, okay, you can see that the greed bar actually went above 80 as well, which really shows that the greed is very, very high. Okay, the greed is very, very high. Now, let me share with you, okay, based on the earlier chart, and if we were to look at the real chart of the S&P 500, which represent the 500 companies in the United States, you can actually see that back in 2020, towards the early 2020, or rather towards the end of 2019, the start of 2020, that was where the market was relatively at the highest point, right before the big drop. Okay, right before the big drop, you can see that drop was about 30% drop. And of course, another reason that caused the drop is because of COVID. That was pretty much the start of COVID. And subsequently, the second time where the greed index was above 80, that didn't create that much of an impact. Okay, that didn't create that much of an impact. The market still dipped, okay, but it was only a 9% drop. Okay, it was only a 9% drop. Now, if we look at what is happening over the last 2 weeks, you can see that the greed was at 80 plus, and now it's starting to come down. Right now, it's at about 60 plus, still relatively above the average, but you can see that the market is still pretty strong. Okay, pretty strong. So just by what I have just referenced, what do you think? Where do you think the market is heading? Where do you think the market is heading? Up, down, or sideways? Can you just type it in? Up, down, or sideways? You can just type in the first letter. U for up, down, D for down, and S for sideways. Let me know, what do you think? Yes, we need a crypto baby. That's right. Do we have a crypto baby? We have a crypto turtle. Is the crypto turtle here today? Let me see. Crypto turtle is not here. Up to the moon, of course. Nice. What about the rest? Okay, Carol say down, Mike say sideways, Han Hock say up, Angus say up and away. Right. Personally, if you ask me, okay, again, we reference, I can see the market reached extreme greed and then it starts to come down. The market reached extreme greed and then it starts to come down. The first drop was 30%. The second drop was 9%. Right? If you ask me, okay, I do foresee that the market would also have a mini correction because of the extreme fear. Okay, and whenever there's because of the extreme greed, and whenever the greed turns to fear, it will result in slightly more massive selling. Right? I think for those of you who have been following Market Watch, something that I always share is that right after the market dip, actually that is also one of the best time for you to buy. Okay, usually you realize that after the market dip, what happened? The market will rebound sharply and that create an all-time high. So that happens many times again and again and again. After the fear, the next thing is the market becomes extremely bullish. So now it's pretty much the opposite. When the market is extremely bullish, and when the sentiments change, okay, the fear suddenly get triggered. So if you ask me, baby investor is, expecting a short-term correction of, in the range of about 10%. Okay, in a way of a 10%. Again, I think, am I looking at the big drop, like a big drop? I don't think it is happening yet, right? But if you ask me, probably dropping a 10%, which means that it could go down all the way to about the EMA 200 line, which is around the red color line. Can you see previously it dropped to the red color line, right? So if you ask me if there is another big correction, it could actually come to around the EMA 200 line. And when that happens again, that will create, from extreme greed, it will become extreme fear. Okay, and of course, for those of you who knows how to look at it, okay, there could be huge opportunity for us to enter. I think over the last couple of months, 1 month, 1 to 2 months, okay, during this run up, a lot of you have actually made relatively good profit. So if let's say there is another dip that actually happened, that is coming, if you manage to catch it, then congratulations, you're going to make another huge chunk of profit from there, right? So that is what I'm doing. Anyway, what if, okay, let me share with you, what if baby investor is wrong? What if I'm wrong and then the market continue to go higher and higher and higher and higher all the way to $500? What will I lose? Can you tell me what will I lose? Okay, the answer is I will lose opportunity lah. Okay, I will lose some opportunity, which is okay, because why? Like I said, I think for those of you who have been investing over the last 1 year, the returns that you have gotten should be way more than what you have expected. Like again, what is your yearly expected ROI in the stock market? For some of you, maybe it's 15%. Some of you maybe 20%. Some of you maybe asking for 30, 40%. Right? So for me, pretty much, I would say that this year, I pretty much have already achieved whatever I wanted to achieve. So even if the market were to go up even more, it's okay. I got nothing to lose. I rather enjoy my year-end holiday. And of course, yes, like what Jackson mentioned, okay, November is baby investor friend. Okay, my friend, Bowen investor, his birthday is in November. In fact, it is coming up soon. So I want to celebrate birthday together with him. That's why I also choose to keep my November free and maybe even December free as well, so that I can enjoy the rest of the year. Maybe 2022, I will restart my game, and start working hard to make some pocket money. Okay, Luciana said, I think there is a bubble. So again, what is a bubble? Okay, a lot of people say that bubble is a bad thing. Now, if you ask me, is bubble a bad thing? I think bubble is a good thing, because before the bubble burst, that is also the time where massive wealth can be built up within a short period of time. Right? So for example, if you look at what happened in year 2000 during the dot-com run-up, if you were to just invest in any of the dot-com company, okay, you probably have made a lot of money. Okay, again, that is subjected that you actually took the profit out lah. For those people who are very greedy, okay, they continue to buy, they continue to double, they continue to leverage, they continue to take massive risks, and then of course those are the people that will be heavily affected. So that's very important for us, okay? If you have been making good profit from the stock market, especially the crypto market, if you have made massive profit, very important is to take back your capital. If some of you make more than 100%, yes, take more capital out. So whatever, potentially, even if the crypto were to drop, it's okay, okay? Overall, your portfolio will still be positive. So that is very, very important. Please do not let greed take over your head and then suddenly you decided to borrow money to go and invest and things like that. That is probably the last thing that you should be doing. Hello, Wendy. Hello. Wow. This is probably the first time you see baby investor. Okay, let me go on. So if you look at the stock market, let me share with you some interesting insights, okay? If you look at the top 10 company, you will be able to see that, wow, the best, okay, not the best lah, but the biggest company in the world is actually a fruit called Apple. Okay, and this Apple is worth $2.6 trillion. Pretty amazing, 2.6 trillion. And then we have Microsoft, Alphabet, which is Google, Amazon, Tesla, Meta platform. Okay, some of you will be like, oh, what the is that? Okay, that's actually Facebook lah. Okay, so of course, something interesting that really caught my eye, and that is NVIDIA, okay? Somehow or another, okay, for those of you who have invested into NVIDIA, I think this is also a company that we have shared previously. Okay, for those of you who have bought it, when we shared it, you probably make super good profit, right? And it was actually pretty shocking that, NVIDIA managed to squeeze into the top 10 position. Okay, top 10 position of the largest market cap in the United States. So pretty interesting. Now, if we look at the valuation, okay, valuation of Schiller PE, you can actually see that it is still relatively high. Other than the dot-com bubble, this is like the second highest. Okay, so again, for me, previously I have shared this before. Once the number goes above 42, 43, okay, that is the period of where I will be very much aware or wary. Not aware, I'll be wary. Okay, I'll be very wary. Okay, but right now you can see that, okay, the bubble is forming, but it haven't reached the last bubble that big yet. So remember, bubble always become bigger and bigger, especially with, you know, so much money being flooded in the market right now. Okay, can you imagine the amount of money that's in the market right now compared to year 2000 is a lot more. It's a lot more. Okay, but of course we have to understand that nowadays the money don't just flow to the stock market. A lot of money actually flow to the crypto market as well, right? So I think this is where, to me, is also another bubble forming lah. Okay, so we have two bubble lah. One is the stock bubble, one is the crypto bubble. But again, like I say, whether is it a bubble or not, if you know how to take your profit out, then it's always a good thing. Okay, because when there's bubble, the market goes up like crazy and you make very good profit. I think, for example, Paul went into this crypto call. I didn't manage to capture it. Crypto.com. Crypto.com. Wow, I think over the last 1 week, this crypto has went up like 50%. Right, 50%. Fantastic run. So you can see over the last 1 week, most of the major crypto has actually came down. Okay, but CRO actually went up 50%. That is really the power of crypto. Okay, the power of crypto. You can see the size of Bitcoin is $1 trillion. Okay, $1 trillion. And Ethereum is 500 billion. And of course, if you look at the top 10, actually you will be able to see some doggy coin like Dogecoin and things like that. Right. So for me, unfortunately, I still don't understand the crypto market. So for me, I like to keep it simple. I like to enjoy my Netflix. Anything that's too confusing, I choose not to. Again, like I said, I choose not to understand. Okay. Yeah. So, but again, like I said, I think the crypto market definitely has opportunity. So if you are doing trading on crypto, right, I think there's definitely profit to be made. Whenever the market is very volatile, okay, for people who do trading, actually, that's where the money is. Okay, the more volatile it is, the more money you can actually make. When the market is boring, then trading is, you know, not much profit to be made over there. Pretty interesting, right? Now, the thing is, why am I not going into crypto? Just to share a little bit of my own personal view. It is because, like, when I invest in the stock market, it is just investing in a money generating machine. I know that this machine is able to generate cash flow for me, or rather generate profit for me on a year-to-year basis. Correct? So just like, for example, if let's say today I were to, let's say I'm an employer, I were to pay $10,000 and I hire somebody from Harvard. Okay, so I pay $10,000 to hire this guy from Harvard. But I know that this Harvard guy is going to help me to make $30,000 every single month. So by paying $10,000 and generating $30,000, I don't mind actually doing that. All right. So what is happening to me in the crypto space is basically you have this genius, okay, that claims to be super smart, smarter than Einstein. And you know, he is, because of his credibility, because of his potential, of the hidden potential, he is asking for $30,000 per month in salary. Now, for me, yes, maybe he has the potential to even make $300,000 for me, but as of current, he do not have the track record yet. Okay, he only has the potential to make a lot of money. No, so that is something that for me, I'm not very comfortable. I prefer to have something that is able to generate, you know, consistent profit for me on a month-to-month basis, on a year-to-year basis. So that's why for me, I still prefer to invest in the stock market, because ultimately it is still a real businesses. For example, do you have your Apple? The answer is yes. Do you use iPhone? Yes. Do you use Microsoft product? Yes. Do you use for example, do you see Tesla car on the road? Yes, right? So the thing is something that I can actually see and I can actually feel it. Now, what about Bitcoin? Am I using Bitcoin? Actually, I don't know. Maybe some of the things that I'm using is through some Bitcoin blockchain technology. But as of now, I think it is still something that is relatively virtual. I don't really play game. I know nowadays there's a lot of virtual reality game, Exile Infinity. Wow, very, very interesting concept. Okay, I have friends making huge profit just playing game. Okay, in the past, when your parents tell you, hey, boy, don't play game, because play game you cannot make money. Wow, now is the best time for you to show your parents, hey, this guy play Exile Infinity, every month make more money than a degree holder. Okay, in some cases, even more money than a master degree holder. This is the best time for you to actually show them. But again, like I said, to me, how long can this thing last? That is the question mark that I don't have the answer. Now, so for me, I don't know, but I like to keep my investing simple, short and simple. So that's why for me, I choose to avoid lah. Wow, today a lot of special guests. Hello, Chloe. Chloe is also a very, very well-known and established investment speaker. Right, so very happy to have Chloe. Yeah, maybe I can invite you to share with us some lobang also. Okay, now let's talk about the short-term market direction. Okay, short-term market direction. So now if you look at the S&P 500, pretty flat. You know, like not much movement. You know, market is just hovering, not here, not there. Now again, like I said, because of the extreme greed, I do foresee that the market is probably going to have a pullback. Okay, anytime soon. Now for the Dow Jones, very interestingly, okay, usually you can see that the S&P and the Dow Jones kind of move in a pretty similar movement. Okay, but this time round, S&P 500 was pretty flat and the Dow Jones actually had almost like I think this was like how many percent? Maybe like about 2-3%. Okay, a 2-3% dip. So what happened? What happened? So some of you will be wondering. Let me share with you. These are some of the company that is inside the Dow 30. Okay, we have company like Boeing, United Health, Travelers, American Express, Visa. Okay, we have some of the airlines company, travel company. We have some of the traditional business. Okay, we have company like Disney, Walt Disney, McDonald's. These are all brick and mortar business, right? So apparently, okay. Maybe you can tell me what are some of the names that you are familiar with inside this chart. Yes. Actually, Celine caught it. Wow, everything all red. Right. So yes, the Dow Jones has been dropping over the last couple of days. Right, but not to worry. Okay, like I said, when there's a red day, there's also opportunity. So let me share with you some of the opportunities that I actually spotted from the earlier list. Okay, the earlier list. Now, again, today, I just wanted to share with all of you is that most of the opportunity are not ready to go in yet. Okay, I repeat, most of the opportunity that I'm going to share with you today are not ready to go in yet. So please do not, later, you never even hear what I say. You only see, wow, this company can buy, then Monday you go and buy. Okay, if you never on the mic, okay, let me show you this okay, I'm not trying to scold vulgar. Okay, I just say that make sure that you don't go in first. Okay, don't go in first. First company that I wanted to share with you, okay, and that is Visa. I'm sure everybody know what Visa does lah. Okay, so fantastic company. If you look at the earnings, recent earnings, in fact, it is still continue to grow and things like that, with more and more people going online, buying online shopping because of COVID. Visa still has a huge profit to actually make. Now, however, if you look at the share price, okay, as compared to the previous high back in August, it has fallen about 20%. Okay, has fallen about 20%. If you look at the stock market earlier on, wow, everything is like going higher and higher and higher, but Visa has actually fallen 20%. Now, is this an opportunity, or is this bad news for Visa? Okay, it's up to you guys to actually decide. But for me, I do see that there's actually an opportunity here, but I'm not going to go in yet because remember, low could become lower. Okay, so remember, low can become lower. So let's continue to monitor. Again, like I said, roller coaster. Just remember roller coaster. When it's going down, don't go and catch the roller coaster. Wait for the roller coaster to reverse. Okay, wait for the roller coaster to start reversing before you enter. So you can see it's still going down. So no hurry lah. If you want to go out even more, even better, then you clap for them. Okay, say go down more, go down more, go down more. So that's Visa. The second one, okay, the second one is actually this company called Disney. Okay, Disney. Well, recently, actually, I mean, we know that one of the very famous Disney show is actually Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi. How many of you have actually watched Shang-Chi in the movie theater? How many of you watched Shang-Chi in the movie theater? Can you just type in movie? How many of you watched Shang-Chi on Disney Plus? You put Disney. Okay, and how many of you watched Shang-Chi on some free website? You put free. Okay, I repeat, how many of you watch Shang-Chi on the movie screen, movie theater, put movie. If you watch it on Disney Plus, type this, DIS. If you watch it on some free website, type free, FREE. Okay, again, this one, I won't spread it out. Okay, I will not spread it out, I promise you. Okay, you can see, wow, Ivan watch it at the movie theater, Celine watch it at the movie theater. Okay, Wendy watch it on Disney Plus. Paul watch it on Disney Plus. Oh, Wendy watched 2 times. Oh, God, so nice, man. Okay lah, not bad, not bad. Okay, Disney Plus. Wow, actually, so many of you subscribe to Disney Plus. Okay. Yeah, I just want. Can I be honest with all of you or not? Okay, because I actually watch on a free website. All right. So I thought there would be people like me. Okay. Yeah. So unfortunately, I am the only one that's not paying Disney for watching Shang-Chi. But anyway, the website is also HD quality lah. So pretty good website. Okay, please don't ask me to share the website. Okay. Wow, hey, quite a number of you actually go to the movie theater to watch. Okay, so that's why you can see Disney still got chance. Okay, still got hope. Okay, yeah. So the next company that I wanted to share. Okay, anyway, yeah, back to Disney lah. Let me go back to Disney first. Let me go back to Disney. Yeah. So we have to understand that Disney is still affected lah because the Disneyland is still closed, right? The Mickey Mouse still cannot come out. So the roller coaster, only half open. There's still limitation to how many people. And I think like Europe, okay, recently there's also a reoccurrence of COVID. Is trying to shut down again. So COVID is still a lot of uncertainty, and because of that, that causes the drop in the share price for Disney. Now, moving forward, I think again, Disney, like I said, they are not a new company. They have built up a lot of things to support each other. The mode, okay, the investment mode, the business mode is very strong. Right, so I do see that there's actually an opportunity, but again, it is still dropping, so don't go in yet. Okay, wait for I wanted to say wait for me to enter, then you'll enter, but wait first lah. Okay, wait first. Okay, now next. Now it's 3M. Okay, 3M. Okay, so 3M, as we all know, I think there's a lot of household equipment that we are using it. In fact, a lot of times, sometimes we are buying some sticky tape or some of the tape. The moment it is printed with the word 3M, the branding is like, wow, this quality is a lot better as compared to some funny brand, right? So of course, like some of the other brands we are aware of is like Scotch-Brite. Okay, if I'm not wrong, Scotch-Brite is also a company under 3M as well. So you can see a lot of things that we use are actually all covered under 3M, including a lot of the mask that was first distributed. Okay, it's also under 3M. Now, actually, 3M, if you look at from the highest point at 2018, right now is at a 30% discount. So I think at this current valuation, again, it is a very undervalued play. So again, like I said, I don't see an entry opportunity yet. Okay, but there could be one coming up. So I do see that you all can start watching out for some of the value play inside the Dow Jones Index. Yes, thank you so much, Yao King. Wow, very good insights. 3M also in the semiconductor industry. Yes, fantastic. Now, what's the last company? The last company can be a little bit more controversial. Okay, a little bit more controversial, Intel. So we all know, okay, what are some of the most hyped up company recently? NVIDIA, AMD, these are the companies that has gone to the moon already. They're already at the moon. Now, when everybody is looking at the moon, I like to look at the Earth. Okay. In fact, when I look at Intel, it's not even at the Earth. It's probably at I don't know, it's actually buried under the ground. So Intel, very unfortunately, I pretty much can say that 100% AMD has overtaken Intel in terms of the technology, in terms of the computer chip, All right, in terms of the graphic chip, NVIDIA is the king for graphic card, and AMD is pretty much the king of the normal CPU processor. Now, where does it place Intel? Okay, let's not forget that Intel is still one of the largest semiconductor chip that is from the United States. Okay, so again, I think nowadays there's a lot of war going on between China and US, and of course this company called TSMC, Taiwan Semiconductor. So you know that the US government is also trying to pump in a lot of money into the semiconductor industry because of the semicon shortage. So now they start to realize that, wow, actually a lot of the big companies nowadays, they need semicon. So semicon is actually one of the very important resources in today's technology world. So whoever can control the the semiconductor supply, in a way you can actually control a lot of things. So now US and China, they want control. Okay, so China is trying to develop their own chip, and of course US, they are depending on TSMC, but ultimately TSMC is still a Taiwan company. Okay, it's still a Taiwan company, and you don't know what is going to happen between Taiwan and China. So I think Intel is one of the best bet that US actually have. All right, and of course Intel, they have a new CEO, and this new CEO came from VMware, which is one of the company that I love a lot. All right, so we can see that Intel, they are actually ramping up. They are throwing a lot more money as compared to the past to come up with the latest technology. So let me share with you something really interesting. Now, previously when I shared about TSMC and of course some of the semiconductor chip, I talked about this thing called nanometer. Okay, so we mentioned that right now the latest tech is actually 5 nanometer. So the smaller the number, it means that the chip is more and more advanced lah. So 3 nanometer is going to be even more advanced than 5 nanometer. So let me share with you a little bit of the background story. So right now, most of your iPhone, most of your iPad, most of your MacBook is all running under the 5 nanometer. And that is also why, if you buy the latest M1 chip from Apple, you can see that the battery life, the speed and everything is like a whole new world. Okay, not the Disney, the whole new world, but pretty much the technology leap is there. So 5 nanometer is like the most advanced one. If you buy the latest iPhone, inside is also 5 nanometer. Now, what is smaller than 5 is 3 nanometer, which a lot of all these companies like Apple, even some of the biggest company out there, they are also moving into 3 nanometer. So that is like the next best lah, that is coming up. Now, if you look at the number, 5 jump to 3. So some of you is like, wow, after 3, what happened? Does it go to 2? Does it go to 1? And after that, what? It becomes 0, right? Cannot be, right? Right. So what happened is that when I was reading about Intel, so they actually mentioned that they have come out with a new technology that basically is even smaller than nanometer. So what it means is, for example, right, if I have a new term, instead of nanometer, I don't know what they call it. They have a new term for it. So maybe they call it the micro nanometer. So when they have this new term of micro nanometer or whatever, so let's say 5 nanometer actually now becomes like 500. Okay, so 500 nanometer lah. So what happened is, if the number is 500, now suddenly you realize that it can actually drop a lot. So from 500, it can become 300, it can become 200, it can become 100. Picometer, yes, thank you so much. Wow, yeah, see all the expert over here. So they have came up with a new measuring term that actually is smaller than nanometer. So that basically solved the 5 nanometer, 3 nanometer, then what's next issue? Okay, because they actually have something that is even smaller than that. Picometer. Micro. Okay, yeah. So anyway, I'm sure you'll get what I'm coming from. Okay, so that is something that Intel is throwing a lot of money to develop the next latest best technology in the semiconductor world. So I do see that at current valuation, in fact, even though Intel has been having a lot of bad news, we have to understand that this is still a company that is making a lot of profit. Okay, it's not like this company is losing money. They are actually still churning out a lot of profit. A lot of the laptops is actually still using Intel, except that maybe their growth story is no longer as sexy as AMD or NVIDIA, right? But again, with when nobody is looking at them, I think that also brings my attention to them as well. So I'm going to give Intel a little bit of an opportunity, but okay, now very importantly, but at current point, as you can see, based on the chart, it is still going down. So this could be a long-term play, maybe 2 to 3 years down the road, okay, for it to actually show the power and the impact. But I am definitely looking at Intel as one of the possible turnaround, okay, company in the next few years. So yep, I think this is something interesting. Thanks for the insight. Even Intel having this picometer, but I doubt any equipment maker can achieve this level. Yes, I think nowadays, it is very challenging. Okay, it is very challenging, right? So of course, everybody is trying to come up with the next best thing, and things like that. So that makes it more interesting. Okay, let's make it more interesting. Yes, and let's not forget, okay, thank you so much, Ultimate Investing, for the reminder. Okay, please remember to like and share so that more of your friends can benefit from not Bowen, baby investor sharing. Okay. Yeah, I see only 26 like, love, and the angry face. Somebody give me angry face. Maybe I should also give you the angry face. Okay, anyway. Anthony say I think need 10 years. Okay, let's see how it goes. So yeah, pretty much these are the 4 companies that personally for me I'm actually looking at, which is 3M, Disney, what else? Intel, and one more. Let me see which one. Intel, 3M, Disney, and Visa. Yes. But again, like I said, I think they are still actually going down. So continue to monitor. I'll continue to monitor them. And maybe next month, okay, if the opportunity is right, okay, there might be an entry. If not, maybe after the big drop, then I'll enter. All right, let me have any question. Yes. Any thoughts on Lucid? Any thoughts on Lucid? Let me take a look. Very, very interesting, Lucid. Let's take a look at this company in terms of the fundamental. Okay. So first of all, Lucid is basically the newest EV that is available in the market. So this is a US-based company. I love the car. I love the design of the car. But if you understand the whole EV market, you have to understand that it is no longer about look. It is all about profit margin. Okay, it is all about profit margin. Now, again, why Tesla is such an amazing company? It is not because it has the best looking vehicle. It has the best looking EV. In fact, I think the look is pretty normal. Okay, but it is actually because they are able to churn up vehicle much lower than any of the traditional combustion engine company. Okay, like Ford and any of the other, even like Toyotas. Okay, Toyotas is known to produce manufacture huge amount of cars with a relatively decent margin. And I think Tesla is pretty much going to be the new the Toyota of the EV world, right? So for Rivian, okay, unfortunately I don't have the numbers over here, but if I look at the valuation, I believe that this company, I don't think they are profitable yet. Okay, again, you can see there's not much information. I don't think Lucid is definitely profitable. So that's number one. Okay, whether or not they will turn profitable to me is a question mark. Okay, whether or not they will turn profitable is a question mark. So that is always my concern. That's always my concern. Okay, let's look at some of the other. Okay, what about PayPal? Okay, actually, you also have to let me know like what exactly are you looking at for PayPal? So maybe I'll just look at the chart. See, PayPal are a bit similar to Visa. So yes, I do definitely see that there's potential for PayPal as well. Okay, but unfortunately, since it's still going down, let's not do anything as of now. Let's wait for the thing to stabilize and start reversing before we enter. So that is for PayPal. Now, what about RIVN? RIVN. Oh, this is Rivian. Rivian. Yeah. So as you can see, there's nothing much I can see So if I were to tell you, the answer is basically anyhow guess baby luck. Okay, so can't tell anything Roblox. Okay, so Roblox, right, is actually like kiddie game kids game. But what makes Roblox so popular is because they are actually in a way one of the, they are like because nowadays everything is about meta world, right? Because of Facebook, everything is looking at the virtual world, and especially with NFT, it also kind of built up the whole virtual reality thing. So Roblox is like literally the virtual world of the real world. Okay, yeah. So in the past, actually when Roblox first came out on the news, right, I actually went to download. I was like, wow, what is this game? Why is it that so many people actually go and download it? So I went to play. And then I actually got bored after playing for about 30 minutes. I was just walking around, moving around, trying to hit people with, some weapon and things like that. But then recently I was looking at this news that they actually had organized a real concert. Okay, so they actually organized like a real concert inside the game. Okay, and I've forgotten how many people actually turned. It's like a few 100,000 people actually turned up for that virtual event online. So when you can actually, when there are so many people actually going to a virtual event, okay, then that create a value. That create a value in a way. Maybe moving forward, when we are looking at Jay Chou concert, right, we have to go to the virtual world, and then Jay Chou will be dancing over there virtually. But of course, the voice is real. Okay. But again, like I said, in the real world, there's so much limitation. The cost of setting up the stage and everything is so much higher. Maybe in the virtual world, Jay Chou can actually create even more impactful, concert at the fraction of the cost. And the best thing is more people can actually attend. And I think ultimately, as long as the sound quality is legit, okay, yeah, maybe the experience can be better. So I think there's definitely huge opportunity to explore in the virtual world. Now, okay, Visa is a good buy now. The answer is no. As mentioned, it is still going down. So let's not enter yet. Let's take a look at these two companies, Mercado Libre. Yes, so again, as you can see, let's just zoom out a little bit. So to me, it seems like this company is just going a little bit sideways. Okay. Can you see it's going a little bit sideways? And of course, if you look at the red line is kind of flattening out. So this is also a way that you can actually look at it. So previously, it is going up, and then you can see the red line is like flattening. So we could be looking at, more sideways action coming from this company. So again, I will not enter as of now. I will not do anything as of now. Okay, it is not too obvious. Now, if you look at Netflix, now Netflix is really so high. Okay, when things are, at all-time high, usually I will not chase. Okay, usually I will not chase. I would rather, for example, if you look at this example, I would rather enter over here. This is my preferred style. I would actually enter over here. When the market is like ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, and then suddenly it goes above the previous resistance, this would be a good entry for me. Okay, this will be a good entry for me. Of course, I didn't enter Netflix, but if I were to look at this will be a more obvious entry that I will enter. Definitely not now. Okay, let's look at some of the company. Again, I probably can't answer everyone's question because I think there's quite a number of questions, but I'll try my best. Okay, Autodesk. Okay, if possible, please give me the ticker symbol as well. Now, Autodesk, as you can see, it is actually it's still going upwards, but you can see that the buying is actually slowing down. All right, I hope you all can see the gradient is actually getting flatter and flatter. Now, this is also a strength that shows that the stock is losing strength. So same thing, I will not go in. Plus, if you look at the earnings, it's coming up soon now. So earnings come, two things. Either it fly up or it could also crash down. So to me, 50-50, unless you're very familiar with this company. Otherwise, I will not enter. Okay, yeah. Rivian and Ford deal to jointly develop an electric vehicle is off. Yeah, that's why. Actually a bit hard. If I'm Ford, right, I'll probably try to do things on my own. Why do I need to collaborate? Okay, so yeah, now got Nike land in Roblox. Yeah, so Roblox is like the fundamental block of the virtual world, and then a lot of things is trying to just fit in. So maybe like Facebook, right? Okay, is probably going to be the social network in the virtual world as well. All right. So personally for me, I personally feel that the meta world, okay, has got huge potential. Okay, has really got huge potential. To a certain extent, okay, I know some of you probably have watched like movie like Ready Player One, whereby the person is just lying on the sofa for the rest of their life, right, with a headset. And basically our whole life is live on a chair lah. Okay, then we live the life inside the game. So one thing that you can actually imagine, right, is that in a virtual world, technically we can actually live a much longer life. Okay, so I'm just throwing some extreme case study, right, of how this can actually turn out to be in the future lah. Maybe in the future, right, the moment we are born, okay, I just show you some crazy idea. Okay, our body is actually being frozen up, you know, so much so that we just need our brain to be alert lah. And our brain is actually connected to the virtual world, right? So in the virtual world, technically you can live forever lah, because as long as your body doesn't die, your mind doesn't die, technically you will keep living. And in the virtual world, you can live 100 years and then maybe you die, you can reset, and then you start from zero again. You know, so a bit crazy, okay, but I mean, who knows? This is really the thing about the virtual world. There's no limit to what you can or cannot do. Can you fly in the virtual world? The answer is yes, you can fly. You can do anything you want in the okay lah. Maybe this is a bit off. Okay, let's take a look at some interesting one. Baba, yes, I love Baba. Right, yeah, Baba actually previously it bounces up lah, but still now it kind of come back to the, okay, it actually falls back to the support lah. So yeah, if it were to touches the support, personally for me, I will actually go in lah. Okay, because like I said lah, right now I got no position. So if you have no position, okay, at this strong support, okay, personally for me, I will enter. Okay, personally for me, I will enter. Right, I know there's a lot of people say that Baba is dead lah, blah blah blah, so on and so forth lah. You know, but go and look at Alibaba as an overall company lah. It's huge lah. Okay, it's a bit hard for this company to really go bankrupt. Opportunity in SE pulling back. Okay, wow, okay, I didn't realize that the pullback is strong. Okay, so I mean, yes, potentially I would say that there might be an opportunity if you want to continue to ride this stock upwards. All right, the pullback might might appear as an opportunity lah. But for me, unless you are fundamentally very confident about this company in the long run, okay, if you are looking at this company beyond just looking at years ahead lah, then maybe yes, I would say that right now could be an opportunity for you to enter. Instead of buying at 360, 370, now it's like 300. You get to save a little bit of money. Okay, let's see. See, you get to save about 15%. 15%. So, but of course, if you ask me for a trading opportunity, short-term opportunity, I will not go in. Okay, I will not go in. Now, if you're looking for long-term holding of this company, which is a local company, then I think, yes, this is definitely a rather good opportunity for you to accumulate some additional shares. Now, JD, wow, cannot stop it today. Wow, not bad. Today we hit 150. The moment we hit 150, the number drop. Okay, never mind. okay, yep. So as you can see, JD, wow, very interesting. Wow, JD, not bad. Yeah. So actually, right, within our community, which is a UI Insider, actually previously, you know, when we were discussing about e-commerce in China, so a lot of people are more familiar with Alibaba, right? You know, Taobao and all that. But actually, for people who are actually buying in China, they feel that nowadays more and more people are using JD. Okay, and in terms of the quality, in terms of the career services and things like that, they say that JD is actually a lot better. You know, people are having better review about JD as well. So pretty interesting. I think this is pretty interesting insights. And of course, looking at the numbers, it seems like JD is actually performing way better than Alibaba, at least as of the latest quarter, the last quarter. So again, for JD, because of the China clamping down, so you can see that they have taken a fair bit of a hit. But right now, okay, I think there's still some opportunity, about 17% to all-time high. So yeah, we have to look at the fundamental, but I would say that this could still be an opportunity for people to enter JD.com. Okay, looking at the market might have pullback. Do you think it is still okay to hold long-term option expiry in early of 2023? It really depends lah. Okay, so especially for Selena, if you have your stop loss, if you don't mind, you know, holding on and then take profit along the way, it's still okay to hold on. But for me, right now, my trading perspective is a little bit extreme. Either I just buy share and hold long term, or I just do short term trade. So I don't really go for, you know, those kind of like a 1 year, 2 year, whereby I expect it to go up, but then, you know, I don't know, you know, it's like, yeah, I rather go for either short-term trade or I just buy this and hold it for long term, right? So in the middle, I would say that it's okay for you to do it as long as you have your stop loss and game plan intact. Now, Yamsi. Okay, I'm gonna stop the question already. If not, I think we'll go on until 11 o'clock. Okay. Let's take a look at Yamsi. Yeah, technically we can see that for Yamsi it is still going down. So I will not do anything. I will not do anything as of current moment. Johnson and Johnson. Is it JJ? J&J. Okay, so J&J is a little bit on the flat side, you can see. Yeah, so if it were to go up even more, then potentially there could be an opportunity. But again, as of now, there's no entry opportunity for Johnson and Johnson. TSM, wow, pretty interesting. Let's take a look. Yeah, you see, very, very interesting. TSM, see, it is like ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. So for TSM, few things that I'll look at if it manages to break the all-time high, okay, the resistance okay, not all-time high the resistance, this will be an entry opportunity for me okay. Other than that, I will probably wait for it to come back down to the bottom so previously I think I entered over here. I took profit somewhere around this zone I didn't took profit at the highest point. Yeah, but I still took in about 160 or 170%, which is not bad so let it come down and then go in again. If not, if it goes above, I will also go in. So I hope this is clear for TSM. What about MS? Are they due for rebound? What is MS? Morgan Stanley. Okay actually the drop is still ongoing so it is not obvious in my opinion. It is not obvious. So let it continue to form first. I will not go in at the current moment definitely. Okay, last two questions. Plug and CSIQ. I believe these are all the EV related company. EV related company. Okay. So yeah, as you can see over here, this stock is kind of like in a sideways zone. Let me take a look. Okay, even though the chart looks pretty decent, okay, but I think fundamentally this company is still pretty weak. So for me, I like to look at three areas. Okay, I like to look at the fundamental of the company, then I look at the trend, and then I look at the options opportunity, whether or not it suits my criteria. So for me, I think this one in terms of technical, yes, I think there's actually there's opportunity. Okay, I think there's actually room for it to go up higher. But again, if the company is something that I'm not too familiar with, or fundamentally it is relatively weak, then my conviction to hold on to it is not going to be that strong. So that again will affect. And of course, last but not least, it also depends on whether this stock has got any options opportunity or not. Right. So I hope that helps to answer Arif's question. The next question is CSIQ. Okay, yeah. So this one actually for me is definitely not obvious. So I'll probably not do anything as of this company. Right. Nothing much. Okay, last but not least, let's take a look at LMP. So this is a company that I have been eyeing. Okay, I think fundamentally it is very, very strong. Okay, this is Lockheed Martin. Basically, they create the latest F-16, F-15, or F whatever for the United States. And when there's a lot of uncertainty between countries, especially, US, China nowadays, it makes total sense for the government to spend even more on, all this weapon and advanced weapon and technology, right? So if you look at the fundamental, I love the fundamental of this company, but it's just that, this company is definitely not the most exciting one. It's pretty boring. In fact, you can see that it has been in a sideways trend for quite a long time. However, I think at the current price point, you can see that it's pretty much at the support area, at the support zone. Okay, you can see that this area is pretty strong. It's pretty strong, right? So as you can see, the latest quarter, the earnings was actually still pretty decent as well. So I do see that there's actually potential, okay. But again, this is not the most exciting stocks for you to enter. But if you ask me, I do see that there's actually an opportunity for you to go up. This is for LNP. Right. Yeah, Baba earnings is down, but the company still profit. Yes, I believe Baba is profit. Baba earnings. Yeah, you can see. Let me just take a quick look at it. Oh, okay. This one a bit boring. This one a bit boring. Let's look at summary. Okay, you can see shares of Alibaba is down. Okay, the e-commerce reported sales growth of 29% from a year ago. So they are still growing. They are still growing. Okay, the Wall Street was expecting 32 billion. Okay, however, the company didn't make 32 billion. It actually made, I don't know, less than that. 31 billion. Okay, so again, this is a story of expectation versus reality lah. Okay, so it's just like parents, right, expecting the kid to get 99 mark, and then the kid actually get 97 mark, and then they scold the shit off, whack the shit out of the kid. You know, but the kid is actually getting 97, and it's like, wow, actually super good. This could be an opportunity lah, you know. So again, yeah, my word can be a bit vulgar lah, but I hope you all get the exact meaning lah. So expectation versus reality. Whatever the analysts expect, they expected higher because, you know, Alibaba has always been overperforming the market. So again, for us to understand a little bit more on what exactly happened and what causes the 38% drop in earnings per share, I think it's definitely worth investing and reading up further, right? Yeah. So if you want to invest in Alibaba, maybe you can just at least take a look at what happened during this quarter. Go and check out the earlier example that I showed you. Go and really read through this earnings call transcript. You can see that it's probably just like reading a storybook lah. Okay, probably will take you about half an hour. But just by reading this transcript, which basically tells you what happened in the last quarter, and also they will share with you the overall view about the overall market, it will give you a lot more clarity about the performance of this company. So yeah, I do really recommend people to spend a little bit of time to go and read a little bit more about the transcript, especially when the company release earnings. Don't be so fixated about whether or not I can make a lot of money from the earnings call, but rather it's like, wow, okay, I can get to know more about this company because of the earnings transcript. Okay, yes. Baba made a 1.6 billion investment. Okay, that's why the profit went down. Okay, yeah, see, it's actually a good thing, in a way. Okay, when they are actually investing more, using the profit, etc. So when you read further, sometimes when the price drop, it could actually be an even better opportunity for you to invest. Right, so do actually read up lah. So LMT is a buy right now. Again, I think there's opportunity, but ultimately it is your call. It is your call. But again, like I said, LMT, I think this is a company that you can actually hold on for even mid to long term, right? It is definitely a company that is highly defensive lah. Even in a recession, in a crisis, this company will actually do even better. All right, so I hope today's session has been beneficial for all of you. It's about almost 1 hour exactly. So yeah, really happy to see so many people joining us today for our market watch. Okay, in fact, I didn't expect the number to hit almost 150. But yes, again, thank you so much for joining us. So next week is my friend Bowen's birthday. So I will let you guys know if, let's say, my friend is going to conduct the market watch. Okay, but again, no promise, right? But I think very importantly, nowadays, since I am not having any position in the market, actually, I have to be honest that I'm also looking lesser at the market. It's like, especially when you're investing, right? And I know a lot of you are heavily invested in the market. Well, every day you go and watch the news and things like that. So for me, it's the opposite, there's no position, so I very relaxed. It's like when the market open, market open already. Never mind lah. Also, nothing much for me to worry. So it's actually quite a good feeling, So for me, maybe I'll just spend a little bit more time just to do a little bit more reading. Okay, not so much of the trading. But of course, if there's any opportunity in the market, I will still continue to reach out to you guys. Okay, if let's say there's a massive dip, and then there's a huge opportunity for us to enter, that is the time where I'll be very, very active. All right, but not right now. It's like I don't see much opportunity, so I'm also a little bit more relaxed. Right. So again, like I said, I think in the stock market, investing is a lifestyle. I think a lot of people say that, you invest so that you can become financially free, so that you can, don't need to worry about work, don't need to work, right? But can you imagine now, if you spend so much time looking at the stock market every single day, then you cannot sleep, you wake up, you're still thinking about the stock, and then you go to work, you also cannot work well because your portfolio, just grow another 20%. Right, so it kind of defeat the purpose. So investing should be buy, relax, make money, sell some stocks, go holiday, go enjoy. After that, come back, the money make back already. Then you go and withdraw more money out, go and buy your favorite food. After that, the money grow back again. That should be how investing should be. All right, so yeah, I hope you guys have benefited so far from our market watch. Again, like I said, for those of you who are interested to learn more, to have a systematic way to learn about investing, okay, we are very happy to actually invite you guys to actually join our UI Trend Investing Masterclass. If you want to find out more, okay, don't worry, just reach out to us on Telegram. Just comment inside our post, and we will actually reach out. Of course, you can also go to our Facebook. Okay, our Facebook will also be sharing with you a lot more information as well. So let me put out our Facebook, right? So for those of you who have yet to actually join our Telegram, we have a free Telegram, and that is t.me/ultimateinvestorsg. Okay, feel free to actually join, and also invite your friend to also join at the same time. And don't forget, Market Watch is free. So you can actually just get your friend to watch Market Watch. They don't have to pay. Just like Shang-Chi is free, Market Watch is also free. All right, so feel free to actually share with your friend as well. And last but not least, if you have benefited from our sharing so far, we would appreciate if you can leave us a nice review on this Seedly, which is review.ultimateinvestor.sg. With that, again, I just want to say thank you to everyone for joining Market Watch episode 28. Okay, I hope to see you guys on the next episode, which is episode 29. Okay, and before that happens, most importantly, everyone stay safe, invest safe, and I'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.